Accurate water analysis is crucial to the management of our environment at the macro and micro level. Getting this right is critical for our understanding and interaction with the world we live in, are exploring and want to utilise. The recent forest fires in Australia, for example, have devastated an area as big as Portugal. So one of the big issues is that when there is rain, there is nothing to stop all the ash running into the catchments. This spells an ecological disaster for Australia, with trouble for drinking water supplies, coastal ecosystems, and the freshwater rivers that support the iconic Australian wildlife. A dairy cow can produce up to 400 litres of methane per day. If we can accurately measure the pH of the cow's stomach, the production of methane can be monitored and minimised. But our current pH sensors limit us. They break, they lie to us, they let us down, we read them wrong. In order to see more clearly, we need to have 100% confidence that our tools will deliver accurate readings to us every single time. At ANB Sensors, we are enabling this new world of 24/7 accurate monitoring by providing best-in-class pH sensing without calibration. Using our calibration-free technology enables pH, the most important chemical measurement for water quality, to be provided over sensing networks, giving timely and reliable water data like never before. Whether river networks, deep ocean, fish pens, or even the cow's stomachs, we have you covered. pH electrodes rely on an internal reference to which the measurements are made against. Over time, this reference drifts, making the measurement less and less accurate. Neat methods of minimising the reference drift or predicting it have all been developed in the past, but at ANB Sensors we've taken a different approach. We know that we can't stop the drift as it is intrinsic to the sensor, so we've come up with a novel way to track the drift, thereby allowing the sensor to self-calibrate. Water analysis is crucial for our understanding and interaction with the world we live in. A pH sensor that you don't need to keep recalibrating would allow for mass deployment of sensors throughout entire water networks, enabling continual monitoring and control, saving engineer time and travel miles to each sensor, lowering your carbon footprint, lowering operating costs, but also there would be no measurement downtime, so a significant cost saving there. You would have 100% confidence in your sensor data at all times, not just for the days after calibration, and you would be able to make timely, optimal decisions for your processes based on the water quality data. Finally, in this world of IoT, reliable, accurate sensors are the key to unlocking what is happening over an entire process, be that a water pipeline, network, a fish farm, or an ocean.
Kay, welcome. You are one of the co-founders behind ANB Sensors. Your technology helps farmers to accurately measure pH and ensure good water quality. Tell us more about why pH is so important.
Yeah, of course. So pH is the number one chemical measurement used today. It's vital for a vast amount of industries, from pharmaceuticals, food and beverage to the water industry. In aquaculture, pH is so important because the fish are totally dependent on the water to breathe, feed, grow and reproduce. So the end users really need to understand the physical and chemical qualities of the water. To a great extent, water quality determines the success or the failure of an aquaculture operation. But despite its importance, the pH technology used today, the glass electrode, has been around since the 1950s and has seen very little innovation really. It suffers from a few key issues. So the glass electrode is fragile, it's made of glass. It has to be stored wet at all times, and it doesn't work in ocean water. But the biggest downside is that the glass pH electrode needs to be manually calibrated to maintain its accuracy.
So tell us more about your team behind ANB Sensors and these technologies.
We've got a really good team at ANB Sensors. Nathan Lawrence is our CEO. He's leading the company and has a very strong technical background. We've got a wonderful team of scientists and engineers with a variety of backgrounds, a finance person and an IP lawyer that's helped us achieve a great patent portfolio. Alongside us, we've got a very strong board of commercially focused directors from Namia Capital Partners and Hatch. And we do have a gap in our team. So we're currently recruiting a commercial person. So if anyone is out there listening that fancies a new challenge or knows someone that is, please get in touch.
You mentioned in your video that you have several patented technologies. Can you tell us more about what these patents actually cover?
Yeah, of course. So we have 2 patented calibration-free pH technologies. The S series that you saw in the video moves completely away from the glass pH electrode used so commonly today. As the video shows, it's a all solid state sensor made from robust plastic or titanium. So there's no fragile glass. It's much better suited for harsh environments. It can be stored wet or dry, and it's tuned to work in various media, from deep ocean waters to aquaculture and cows' stomachs. The second technology is our IREF. This is an enabling technology for the approximately 3 million glass pH sensors sold for industrial and water monitoring per year. Glass pH electrodes, as I've said, have to be constantly recalibrated to ensure accuracy. So our IREF is a technology that sits inside the glass electrode and makes it calibration free. So whether you want a robust sensor for the bottom of the ocean or a calibration-free glass electrode, ANB Sensors 2 technologies covers all the grounds.
So you have many different markets for your technology. Tell us how you actually got into aquaculture and what are your plans for the next 24 months?
So we were founded from success in the Wendy Schmidt Ocean Health X Prize, which was a global competition to measure ocean chemistry. So the team won second place in the affordability competition there, but more importantly, they were immersed in the problem and really got to see that there was a gap in the market for a calibration-free pH sensor. So ocean chemistry is where we started, and this is our first to market. In fact, we've launched our S1100 pH sensor this week at Oceanology International. And then next year, we move into freshwater, rivers, estuaries, and aquaculture. So in all these applications, the base idea is the same, but the chemistry and packaging of the sensor require optimization for each market in terms of accuracy and obviously price point. And then alongside that is the wireless data retrieval and data management. So we're looking now, as we go into next year, for partners, customers to help distribute and license our technology for aquaculture, but also work with us on the data retrieval and data management side to ensure that we give the customers exactly what they need.
So talking about your demand for your technology, tell us a little bit more about your traction up to date.
Well, we're not short of traction for our technology. We're in talks with a number of glass electrode manufacturers for the IREF technology. We plan to develop and commercialize this with them in the next 18 months. For the S series, the solid state sensors, we've carried out tests with a number of environmental institutes across Europe, and we've deployed an earlier version of the sensor onto an underwater vehicle with Blue Robotics in California. We've got lots of interest from son manufacturers are really excited about being able to deploy a robust pH sensor alongside their other sensors in the sondes. And we're in advanced discussions with a couple of companies there. We've also had lots of interest from aquaculture, hydroponics, and the cow bolus. We even had a call from the European Space Agency, who want to put our sensor on the International Space Station to monitor crop growth and water purification. Apparently, other sensors lose calibration when they go through takeoff. So hopefully we'll see an ANB pH sensor in space in the not too distant future.
Very impressive, Kay. Thank you so much and best of luck.